On my vehicle, I have these fancy side view mirrors. And now, every time somebody encroaches on my right or to my left, I get this little light that pops up on the side view mirror. Does anybody else have these fancy lights on their side view mirrors? This is kind of a newer feature in the newer cars. I feel very spoiled having these lights. And now I'm like, wow, car's coming. I didn't notice. And I'm like, just very aware of my blind spots right now because of these fancy lights that I have. And I don't change lanes and get in a wreck. And that's a very good thing. But here, friends, what I'm trying to say is this. The Apostle Paul says we need brothers and sisters to serve as our blind spot light, to say, hey, listen, something's dangerous here. You're getting involved with something. Here's a warning for you. This is why there's dozens of one another passages in the New Testament that we are to follow, such as Romans 12, be devoted to one another in brotherly love. Romans 15, instruct one another. Hebrews 10, spur one another on toward love and good deeds. Do you get the idea? We're called to live in authentic community, sincere, authentic, real Christian community, and help each other to walk in the light. This is what Paul is doing in 1 Corinthians 5 and 6, and he does this everywhere. Take a look at Galatians chapter 6. He says, brothers, if anyone is caught in any transgression, you who are spiritual should restore him in a spirit of gentleness. Keep watch on yourself, lest you too be tempted. Bear one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. This is our calling. And we shouldn't shy away from it because it involves a difficult conversation. We should be courageous and also humble and walk towards those messy situations with the gospel of Jesus Christ. This is what Paul is doing in our passage for today. With the tender and gentle heart of Christ, we are to, at times, lovingly call each other out before it wrecks our lives. Now, I could just say in a very personal way, I've been on the giving end and on the receiving end of these kinds of difficult conversations. And I don't really like either side of the conversation. Both sides are pretty stressful. Both sides are pretty uncomfortable. But I thank God for people who love me enough to tell me the truth, to be rude to me at times for Jesus' sake, and for the sake that he calls us to a higher standard. Because what's more stressful is living in a toxic community that just allows these things to fester and contaminate instead of living in real, authentic Christian community.